Push your ball with him.
Go back, you're winning. And you're struggling with your fitness. Why are you not doing something about it?
No!
Do something about your fitness. Do some fitness training.
So your first round. Everybody here is doing karate in Malmö, yes?
Ready? Hajime!
My name is Mark Neviller. I've been in karate since 1972. I'm a founder member of Karate England and I've been the chairperson of Karate England since 2017. A World Championships is always a pinnacle for any association and we pride ourselves in Karate England having really high standards. So we take a good squad to World Championships and European Championships. I'm always proud of all of my competitors and all the coaches and association members who travel. The key thing for me is that they go out there, gain confidence for future events, but also perform the best they can possibly be.
Now I'm going to do 20 seconds of that. You've done some battle with me before.
The only concern really is that they all fulfil their potential. It's not really a concern because I know how good they are, I know how good the squad is. The squad have trained well for this, they're ready for it, they've changed the dynamics as you do from World Championships to World Championships.
Ready? Hajime!
We're a relatively small federation compared to other countries, so one of those situations where we look at trying to elevate those youngsters who are ready, push them to their limits, but then create a squad which is capable of winning medals in international level. Most significant challenge really is to have a small squad all peaking at the same time. So you've got to create a squad which is ticking over and able to perform, but then they've got to perform at a new level, a higher level when they get to the World Championships and European Championship level. So it's getting the blend of all those youngsters, all those adults, hitting the peak at the same time.
You look at some of the people who go out there and you think to yourself, good luck to you, I hope you do your best. And then suddenly, on that day, they come up with, let's say, a personal best, whether that's a gold medal, a silver medal, a bronze medal, or get further and deeper into a competition than they ever thought possible. That is just as important as the people who are always going to medal, and we've got quite a few of those, thankfully. It's really nice to see people perform at their best on the biggest stage.
Good, very good. Well done, everybody. Okay, very good. Let's
see what that's doing. Right? Well done.
We want to be the best in England, best association in England, and over the past few years we've been the association for others to beat. We want to continue in that position, but it's not just about stagnating in that position. We want to make sure we're pushing and pushing and pushing.
A majority of people who practice karate do not compete, and it's quite high, unbelievably so. It's something like 90% of people who do karate do not compete. However, that 10% makes it so popular, but what it does is it highlights the involvement of people, and so you get a lot more people attracted to it, even though they may not want to compete. So whilst they might not be competitors, the people doing it are attracted by the very fact that people are competing and it's being made public, especially on social media.
Our community spirit starts from grassroots because it's not just all about competition, so it's important that we build that community. Without the grassroots karateka, we don't have an association, so it's important we put something back into our grassroots. What competition does for us is it sets us new standards for the future, so we know how our athletes have got to perform. That then trickles down and filters through to our clubs and raises the standards of everyone in our association.
Follow me. Go do all the movement and then stand here. And now we go together, because that's pointless. I might as well just stand there and done it anyway. Okay? So if you're...
I'm extremely proud of all of you. Do the best you possibly can. Come away with 2 or 3 things that you need to work on for future, but don't leave anything on the tatami.
First fight is the warm-up. A lot of you not doing the warm-up part. And then the first fight comes on, you lose. Don't do that. You've got to warm up properly.
My name's Ian Cuthbert, 8th Dan, and I'm the General Secretary of Karate England. I'm also the Director of Kumite Coaching for the squad. I'm also the Chief Instructor of UKA, which is the largest currently group in Karate England.
One or two things should be running through your mind. You know what? I was struggling with my fitness. I can see some of you struggling with your fitness. Some of you going to Sweden in 6 weeks' time, and you're struggling with your fitness. Why are you not doing something about it? Do something about your fitness. Do some fitness training. If you don't know what to do, speak to your club coach. Come to class more often.
It's been my whole lifelong following to train and do the karate. It started with my brother and his friend doing karate, and his friend coming in his karate suit, knocking at the front door for my brother, and in a karate suit. And I said, "Where are you going?" And he said, "Karate at the centre with your brother." And I said, "Show me something." And he just did a little block. And I went, "Oh, that's good. I've got to try this." So before you knew it, I was up there training with them. They quit, but I carried on. It's a great honour, and I've enjoyed being part of Karate England for the last 17 years. It's being in the governing body that I always wanted to belong to. Everything's done fairly, coaches are included. Well, I started off with Wateroo with Tatsu Suzuki and the UKKW back in the 70s, and gradually I've evolved to practice Shitaru, which I feel is a much more compliant style with the original Kung Fu internal forces. I just enjoy training, whether it be Pilates, yoga, or Tai Chi or karate. What I've always enjoyed training, and I still do now. I still train every day for a couple of hours, normally in the morning. Going to South Africa and seeing Tricia Duggan win the 1996 WUKF World Championships, she won heavyweight gold, and she got a gold in the team, was a real motivator for me, because it showed that the training we were doing worked. And then to see my own sons win European and world titles was fantastic. The fact that the way we train is rubbing off on other people from other groups within Karate England, and they're becoming increasingly successful as well, using the same training methodologies we do.
Okay guys, jog down, round, jog back, same as usual. Push, arms.
So we start, depending on the event, we start with an 8 or 10 week phase, and the first 2 weeks normally is about fitness, endurance and strength, and then we move on to technique. We do a lot of pad work and sparring, and then closer to the event, in the week or two beforehand, we're very much working on speed and reactive stuff.
Boost. Start kicking it, alright? Wow.
My name's Daniel Cuthbert. I teach the Kumite squad for our main sort of competitions when we go to Europeans and World to WUKF, and yeah, I've done that for 10 years since I retired, and it's been a good experience, and we've done really well so far, so I'm looking forward to Sweden this year. I don't know life without karate, because my dad started me when I was pretty much 3, but I've got pictures of me as a baby with pads on watching him train, but I've just not known a life without karate, so done it my whole life. Second generation, it's just what I do, and I just try and treat it like I'm still a white belt really, and just try and learn as much as possible. I'd still train as if I'm fighting. I don't. A lot of people, when they start coaching, they don't train. I still train every day. I'm still there, even last night, training with everyone, trying to make sure I'm still sharp, because I can do everything. I mean, I'm not that old yet anyway, and I want to make sure that I can keep myself sharp to push them.
My name is Luke Cuthbert. I'm one of the assistant Kumite coaches of Karate England. I assist a lot with the development, squad training, and I'm one of the assistant coaches and travel with the team and help with the coaching. I've got a passion for it. I love this. It being, UK being my family club and Karate England being, like the national body that we're part of. I've just got a passion to share our karate, our family's karate, and see the next generation grow. I still train for me, for my health, my wellness, physical, mental, and self-defense skills. I still want to be able to look after myself, and I've always loved training. So even though I'm not competing anymore, I'm still training. Again, I jumped in last night with the squad, and I'm still very, very much like to be part of training and help work with the next generation of athletes, which I'm really proud to see. And I've got a few of my students I've trained since day dot, and now it's their time. My proudest moment, probably seeing my older brother win. When I was able to be a part of his journey in his time, and seeing Dan fight his best and get over the line and win for the first time, that was probably my proudest moment, seeing my older brother win. He went on a fantastic run. I think Luke winning the open weight in Malta a few years ago, that was a great moment because we worked really, really hard for that. And we was doing like 2-3 sessions a day. He was looking really fit, and then he was ill on the competition. He had like a cold or a flu or something, and I was making him have naps in between rounds, and he only got hit once the whole day. Luke, being 73 kilos, winning the open weight Europeans, that's a massive achievement. So no, I'm really proud of my little brother. I say little, he's not that little, but yeah, no, that's for me, that was a proud moment. Watching my brother fight and coaching him was more stressful than me ever fighting.
There's this stuff, don't we? See if you didn't take the hand down. You're in that position for the suit. Was anybody doing that either?
My name's Saj De Silva. I'm the Chief Instructor of North Kent Martial Arts. I am also one of the board members of the Karate England team, and my role specifically is to look after and take care of the development of the inclusive athletes within the team, which is the athletes with disabilities.
Most of you guys who are going to the World Championships, this is really going to benefit you. We're going to work largely right stance, which is obviously something that we don't specialise in. So that's why we've got Luke to come in today to do some extra work, and we're going to build on top of it. We obviously do fighting your right stance, but virtually all of you are super comfortable in one. And I want to get eventually, a couple of years down the line, both people, but everybody able to.
I think the World Championships, I haven't actually been to World Championships in a couple of years because I couldn't attend Mexico in 2024. So this is my first World Championships in 2 years. And I think it just builds with even more excitement. It's like the pinnacle of our sport. So the levels of excitement and effort and energy that goes into it are much higher. And I think that's kind of something that just like lights up my life. And I don't think I could, ever really have as happy a life and as fulfilling a life as I have without having things like the World Championships to aim for. And the way we prepare is really just lots and lots of training.
Really important. Don't mess around today. Not that you guys do that anyway, but this take full advantage every single minute. Ask lots of questions. The little ones in the previous lesson were asking a ton of questions. That's what you guys need to be doing. Those of you going to Sweden, if there's anything that you just don't quite understand, Luke, Ed, Josh and Minaz will not have any issues with you coming up and asking them. If you're a little bit apprehensive asking in the middle of the class, wait until the end and approach them and ask politely. Okay? Any questions to start with? Over to you.
Well, thanks very much for having us, Saj. And again, I'm here today. I've got a lot of respect for NKMA and Saj, and obviously Leone as well at Evolution. You guys have got fantastic clubs. All right, so again, you might just take one little thing from today. Some things may suit you, some things may not. Keep what is good for you, discard what doesn't work for you. All right, or again, you'll get back in the dojo with Saj after, and you continue to work on it till you do feel confident with it. All right, just try and enjoy today. Yeah, we've got some really good talent in here. All right, I've brought Josh and Ed down to come and just partner up with you guys. You're all on similar sort of level. Any questions at any point, just put your hand up. All right, so come forward, spread out.
Can I just say, I've forgotten something. Those of you who don't know, the UKA is one of the best associations in the country. So all 4 of these gentlemen train at that dojo. Make sure you show maximum respect throughout the lesson. All right? These are the top guys coming in from around the world and the country as well.
My main drive is I really enjoy the buzz of competitions, and I love to be successful at tournaments, obviously via my athletes and the quality of the techniques they're able to throw and display. That I take great pride in those things. I was about 6 years old when I first saw the film Enter the Dragon. It's a famous Bruce Lee film, which I'm sure most people my age will have heard of. When I saw Bruce Lee, he just inspired me, the way he lit up the camera, and just through maybe not the most complicated techniques, but he just did all these really simple stuff really beautifully. And I think that's always what I wanted to do as a coach, just to get people maybe not doing all the most complicated movements, but I wanted them to, so that everybody could have a go and everybody could get to a certain level. Yeah, my main motivation is just to make sure that everyone, no matter who they are, has the ability to be able to do something as beautiful as martial arts.
Yeah, as in he's going to initiate the gap. He's pushing and pulling with me. I'm pushing and pulling like we're sparring, yeah? So we're moving around like we're drilling. See how that shoulder and that bit of chest rotates towards me? That's what I want to hit. If I get low in this gap as if hit him in the rib, in the stomach, what does that do? That sends his hips back, sends his shoulder forward.
It's obviously different being on the coaching side of it as opposed to competing. I was an athlete for so many years and walking out representing your country, having that Karate England badge on your chest, it was always a proud moment for me. And then obviously being a coach now, it still have that same sense of pride. I'm not wearing a gi anymore, I've got a tracksuit on, but again, it's going to be the other side of things and dealing with the ups and downs of the athletes and just trying to be there for the team of whatever it takes and whatever it needs. Again, it's a really special feeling, and I think sometimes when you've been doing it for, as long as I have, you can take it for granted a little bit sometimes, where you get a bit used to these things, but you have to take a step back and realise, okay, it is a really big achievement to be going away with a team, and I'm really blessed to be a part of it, so I do appreciate it.
See, I've got a little hesitation out of him there. Good.
I think the thing that makes NKMA really special is the amount of diversity in the club. It kind of links to the first point I made about everybody has an opportunity here to succeed, represent their country and go to the highest heights of their activity. And I think that's what makes NKMA really special. We've got one of the best inclusive teams in the world, I think, in world karate. And it makes me feel really proud that all of the athletes can get to wear their country's colours and stand on the podium.
There you've got speed. Okay. I switch. I front hand. I switch. I gap. I switch. I front hand. Everyone got it, yeah? It's really simple. Okay, what makes it high level is the push and the pull in and the when you go.
My goals are, without any doubt, to be bringing back individual world champions. That's what I want to do. Like, the team events are fantastic and I love them. And I watch all of the teams doing all the team events, and I find those team bonding moments are really, really nice. I guess the most important thing to me is that people build on their results and people achieve things that they haven't achieved before. That's really, really important to me when it comes to the World Championships.
Look back, look at the hand, look. Hand down, where I want him to be. Other hand punches, face. If his face is open, that's where he's landed. I'm going to hit him in the face. If he's happened to land here,
the thing that I'm the most proud of is just having what I have. Like, on a day-to-day basis, I never take for granted that I wake up in the morning and have fun for a living. I get paid to have fun. I think that's just completely invaluable. It's just like the greatest feeling in the world to wake up with a smile on your face every day. And also, I came from very little as a kid, so we didn't have much. We had a lot less than an average family. And I am grateful for that, because it made me really, really tough. And I learned to be extremely creative in terms of finding ways to be happy, because we had little. And I think that's the thing that makes me the happiest, to wake up every day coming in here, looking up and down my lines, being proud of all of my students.
reset quick. 2, 1, 2, 3, 2. Okay, now.
Well, if you're regularly exposed to those things in your life, how they will bring through things like perseverance, persistence, determination, ability to be able to listen to authority figures, having to try and get students to accept even just the smallest of criticisms, the smallest of negative feedbacks. That's really hard. So I think for me, as a coach, helping the parents to handle those things is part of it, but helping the students to understand that it's all part and parcel of life. and try and get them to not just learn a martial art, but get better at all aspects of their life too.
Arms up. Good. Everyone, bounce your palms, shake hands. Give yourself a little clap. Good job. Everyone, come sit down. Come sit down. Come sit down. In case you couldn't tell, I love doing this. I'm really passionate about it. Same for you guys. Hopefully you've got a passion for karate and martial arts. If I could, I didn't have other places to be. I could be here till midnight doing this. It would be all day. Same for Sensei Saj and Leone. So
if you're not training tomorrow with me, then Monday, Tuesday, I'm sure everybody in this class will train either tomorrow, Monday or Tuesday. That first class seemed to come and speak to me and say, I haven't done any of the stuff we did with Luke, and then we just got to repeat it with the partner. Because I think everything that we did here was brilliant.
We're going to make sure today that we don't injure people going to Sweden. So light sparring. Until you've got your legs warmed up enough, make sure you use your hands. And then once we start, we'll have a little stretch. So we're going to use this as the warm-up today. It's nice and warm. Enjoy the heat. What do you think they do in Brazil when it gets hot? We train harder. What do you think they do in Japan when it gets hot? They train harder. When it gets hot here, we're just going to train harder. Hi. Hi. Good. Right, bow.
I'm just really competitive. I hate to lose. And it's like probably, my dad and my brother are probably worse. But where I was forced to retire because I lost sight in my left eye, I kind of want to kind of give the next generation as much experience and energy that I can give them. If I could fight today or tomorrow, I would. Because it's like breathing for me. I enjoy it so much. Dealing with that and not being able to do that was probably the hardest challenge.
2 little key eyes, and then we're going to split off and do different things. So certain people are going to Sweden. Not everyone's going to Sweden. We want to make sure you lot are training for your black belt, and you lot down this end. But we're going for Sweden. We're kind of pushing for that now. It's about timing this week, not just fitness. So we've got to do a bit of both. Yes, Jack. Not that, Jack.
So I'm Jack Gould. I'm one of the Karate England senior men's fighters. I fight minus 65 kilos. I'm one of the lightweight fighters.
Hey! Good. Face up, face up. Don't show me you're tired. Come on. Hey. Good. Swap around. Let's go. Here we come, Sweden.
So I started at my school with Dan Cuthbert, and since my first lesson I just haven't really stopped, and it's been great fun since. And yeah, I've just enjoyed fighting ever since I started.
Same as what I said earlier. Time it in the first minute, busy the second minute, make them wait in the last minute. Really want to sell it though. I don't care if you're tired in the last minute. If you're going to sell it, you've got to sell it from the first minute to the end. Alright? Okay, let's go. Enjoy.
Well, I like fighting. I always have done since I was younger. I'm very competitive and wanting to win, and it's something I've enjoyed since I was young. I'm a bit nervous leading up to it. I'm a bit nervous. I've fought really well last year. I've had a bit of a rough run this year. I haven't quite won as much as I wanted to or planned to. Looking forward to going and testing myself against the best in the world.
Good. I like it. Face up though. That's it. No fear, no pain. We don't get tired. Ever. That's the difference. It's a mindset. Good. Hey. Get a drink, guys. Let's go. Good work. It's just practice. There's nothing else. There's no magic wand. Literally, the only way to get better is hard work and practice. And there's no magic wand. These lot think there's a trick way, because there ain't. It's hard work. Think about how many people are training tonight. A few people missing. They're being lazy. We're here working. It's just time and train. That's why Kung Fu means time spent. Right? So we better do some sit-ups then. So I make a little circle. Slowly down. We're going to do 20. Look, shoulders up, crunches once. And then high knees, get them up, arms, high knees, arms. One in front, one behind, one in front, one behind. Let's go, road to Sweden, here we go. Countdown is on.
So karate's been a bit of a lifelong journey for me. I don't really know my life without martial arts. So my dad being my instructor, I pretty much grew up doing karate. My parents have got pictures of me literally as a little toddler in a baby grow doing upper block up and down the living room. So I literally been doing karate since as soon as I could walk. It's been massive in my life, and I got my black belt at 11 and helped my dad coach a lot growing up, learning essentially how to teach and how to coach. And then from 2013, 2014, I've been like a full-time coach, full-time instructor, and I was a full-time athlete for Karate England for about just under 10 years, competing and also coaching full-time for our club, UK.
Ah, let the fist lead, not or this, where you sit on your face. Yeah, stone face, no emotion. So can we just watch Edward? This is how we're going to work. Ed, go right stance with me, please. Ed's going to be bouncing, just half speed. Okay, front hand is one. Ready? One. Good.
We've got that togetherness and that team bond where a lot of people know each other, and even though people are competitive with each other, it's got that good respect and that good sort of brotherhood, sisterhood, family vibe where people are really trying to improve each other all the time. It's intense as well. We hold our students to a high standard, and whether people want to be a champion at a competition or just for themselves in their own life, we do hold each other accountable to high standards, and I think that just trickles down where everybody's trying to be the best version of themselves. Hold myself to the same standard, even though I'm not fighting, I'm coaching. I make sure my preparation, I treat it still where, I'm trying to eat the right things, get the good rest the night before, and look after myself and my body. So on the day they get the best version of me, that's my goal.
Hi, I'm Ruby Wood. I'm current Shitaru Kata World Champion and previously 7-time World Champion and single-time European Champion. I'm currently on a hiatus from competing, but I am still training currently. My journey in karate started when I was 9. I was flicking through a couple of different sports at the time and I couldn't really settle on one. And I found a karate class through a recommendation of a friend at primary school, and I just really clicked with it. I even turned up to my first session in a white t-shirt and white leggings because I wanted to try and fit in. And from there, it entirely took off. My karate journey as a whole has gone so far, so much further than I ever would have dreamed on. Even starting off with when I was about 11, just wanting to have one of the small England badges across my gi. When I was training for competition specifically, the motivation was very internal. It was really sort of a fire that was fed through entirely the passion for the sport, which I loved. And now I love passing on my knowledge and passing on my experience to give advice to other people who were in my position maybe a year or two ago, and watching them succeed really does bring the same love back. There are a couple of things that do make Seishan so special. Number one, Sensei Mark Searson. He is an absolute diamond. He is so kind and patient and funny. He caters to every single person in the class and really makes it so personalised, whilst even keeping it fun. I am so glad that I picked Mark as my sensei. I would not change Sensei Mark for the world. The other thing that makes Seishan so pure and so fun just to be in classes is definitely the people and the training environment. 9 times out of 10, unless we've got a competition coming up, it's really light-hearted. We do a lot of different stuff. We go through basics, we go through kumite, kata. I cannot thank Sensei Mark enough for all the support he has given me over the years and all of the teachings he has given me, because it really has made me the person that I am today. The spirit is always, keeping the true Wadaru spirit within you as well. It's not just about learning karate and going through the motions. It's about learning the discipline and the mindset towards what makes a good karateka. And I seriously think that Seishan Karate is one of those clubs that absolutely does does it the best. I am so delighted that we have had squad members from Seishan picked to go to Sweden. Now that we've got a solid little squad of people going, I'm so happy for them, and I really cannot wait to see what results they come out with. I know they would have been working really hard under really good supervision, and I am so happy to be able to sit there on the sidelines and watch and support them and give them any advice that they need, that they might have or might want going forwards.
My name's Ian Woods and I'm Ruby Wood's dad. Well, I think the discipline of the sport is one which is, being a very traditional Japanese sport,
I'd definitely say probably winning the Double World Championship in Fort Lauderdale in Florida in 2022. I went into that competition sort of thinking one or the other. You know, one or the other would be great, and never in a million years did I think I would come out with both. There were some really hard fought battles, especially in the kumite, and I was at points thinking, oh my God, I'm not sure if I'm going to get this. But when I eventually did fight through and did come out on top, it was such a surreal moment. I mean, I came off of the mat when I'd finished my fighting and I knew I'd won, and I just cried. I just remember crying and crying and crying because I was so happy, because I at that point had achieved the double, and that is something that not a lot of people do. And it is really hard to achieve, and it's something that has really stuck with me, even going through all the other competitions that I've done.
The rewards are obviously fantastic when you see someone on a podium at the top and the national anthem playing. It is unbelievable. It's sort of stuff you watched on the Olympics, you watched on games or various competitions, and then all of a sudden it's your own flesh and blood there, and that medal's coming home, sort of thing. And it's so the highs are extremely high.
Karate England on a whole are really good at securing a lot of medals, and they do tend to find themselves quite high up the medal table, and I'm really looking forward to sort of seeing Karate England within that top 10 or top 5. I honestly think that would be a really good result for Karate England, and I really can't wait to see how that's pulled off. I would say karate is really good for your fitness, and it's really good for your sort of mental health as well, and your self-discipline. My advice would definitely be have fun with it. It's the most important thing. Definitely have fun with it. And if you choose that you want to go higher, know that there is the support there to do it, and that you can do it 100%. If you believe that you can do it, you absolutely can. There is nothing stopping you other than yourself.
I liked it. Here we go. Can't wait for Sweden.
I'm quite relaxed, really. I mean, my dad and brother, I'm probably the more chilled out one out of the three of us. When it comes to karate, I don't let pressure try to stress me out. It normally kind of rises to the pressure most of the time.
I feel like I'm in a good place physically, feel strong, feel fit, feel fast. And that's just towards this last part of the training camp. You feel like you've got to tune up mentally. I feel good mentally, but it's little sharpening details.
Good, man, I'm good. Good, gonna win. Good.
I've got a very unique style, so sometimes I run into people that I find are just the very odd piece in my style. So I feel like a lot of people I can deal with what they've got and they can't figure me out at all, but some people have my number completely, so I've had to adjust my style according to those different little variations and trying to adjust to the top level.
I think you need to change your t-shirt, bro. I know.
I'm excited. We've done so well the last 3 or 4 years with all our new generation coming through. We've really been up there in like the top sort of few overall. We just want to try and beat the top couple of squads and just make sure that we're number one and just keep. I can't take any other option really. It's just we always want to keep winning.
It's wicked, bro. Wicked. That's what I needed.
I want to come home with as many golds as I can. If I'm in the open, I want to win the open. If I'm in the team, I want to win the teams, and I want to win the lightweights as well.
One leg must be good. So, alright. I've got to go, I'll see you later.
Well, I've got several people that I think are quite capable of winning medals, or quite capable of winning gold. I'd like to see some repeat of our success in the men's team. We've got a very new women's team coming up with some very good individuals in. And we've got some new people coming to do the mini cadets and the cadet A sections, that's the 14, 15-year-old sections. It'll be interesting to see how they get on.
I think it's my dad's mindset really, because it's a family, it's a culture that he's built, and it's very much about real fighting first, competition second, and health. It's definitely about life lessons and teaches people to build character and all that stuff, which is good fun as well. But I mean, it's kind of what he's teaching the next generation to be tougher and stronger is what makes me want to teach them as well, because it's such a great feeling when you help those little ones become more confident, become stronger, become good adults really, and also deal with life, because life's a challenge.
Should rip on. We should have done with Curtis. If I'd been coaching you against someone like Curtis, I'd have gone, when I see Curtis is hitting you, I'd go, Charlie, you've got a gap face, so stop him. You're dropping down and allowing yourself to be hit in the face after. Too polite. It was better than it was the other day, but still.
My name is Leonie Kersey. I am one of the Kata and Kumite coaches, but I'm also a Karate England board member and also the liaison officer. My karate journey started at the age of 4. A friend of mine, well, my mum's friend, her son used to do karate and she would babysit me while my mum was at work. So I used to have to go along and I'd sit on the sidelines and watch. And then one day I said, to my mum, can I join in as well? And then I've never looked back. So it's been, this year is 38 years of being within karate. For me, it's, when they say eat, sleep, it's eat, sleep, karate, repeat, that is my life. For me, it's seeing others achieve. I was an athlete myself, and the feeling that I used to get from winning major championships, to be able to help others get that same feeling and what they're feeling, that brings me so much joy. Going into these world championships, European championship situations, you have to be mentally tough. For me, I'm very focused because I was an athlete. Karate England is an amazing federation. I've been here 5 years now, I think. I love the unity that they have. I love that everybody is allowed a say. Your opinion is important, and it don't matter where you are in what they call a hierarchy. That doesn't matter where you are, because there is no hierarchy. Everybody's as important as everybody. This last 5 years have probably been my happiest 5 years as a coach. So for me, going out there with them and sharing it with people that are now really important to me, you can't get better than that. Although we're different in teaching, we are the same. We just teach things. We teach in the same thing, but we do it in different ways. For me, as an athlete, was winning the European Championships. Standing on that podium and hearing the national anthem is something that I will never ever forget. And other than having my children, that's my most special memory in my life. So for me, I believe my club is special because of the unity that we have. It's like a family unit. Everyone that comes in, we're very together, and I think that's very important when you have a club.
I think it's allowed me to become like a martial artist in life, like thinking about kind of what a martial artist is being calm, it's being composed in pressure situations. I take that within me through life.
The moment you walk into the dojo, the energy, the positivity, the motivation from everyone just makes it so exhilarating every time I stand up to train.
no matter what day it is.
Really, really excited. I think we've worked hard. You know, my training partner Leon, we've been working on it for months now, months and months and months. Just everything is just starting to come together really, really nicely.
I don't care who's in front of me. When I think about all of those things and what I've had to battle, best believe I'm coming back with something.